Elijah's visitation. I encountered Elijah's visitation on 5 September 2021. The voice of God came to me several times, insisting that I should fast for 3 days and 3 nights. I wondered why the word kept on saying to me I should fast for 3 days solid. I fasted for these solid 3 days, and on my 3rd day, it was around 7 p.m. when I was in a prayer mountain. I felt so weak and I had a difficulty in breathing. I thought it was because of the 3 days of fasting. But what troubled me was that I used to fast for many days. I wondered why these 3 days made me to be so weak and to have a difficulty in breathing. I kept on praying to God, and I thought it was my time to die. As I was slowly becoming powerless, and I felt like my soul was being taken away from my flesh. As my body became so powerless, immediately I saw my soul coming out of my body, and it was painless. It was like I fell into a deep sleep, which is painless. Soon after my soul separated from my body, I started seeing my actual body on the ground. While in the spirit, I saw my lifeless body falling down on the ground like a corpse. I thought I was dead. By that time, I concluded that it was the end of my life on earth. I looked up into the sky and I saw a man coming out riding a chariot or a scotch cart with 6 horses. The man was wearing a white and shiny garment. I did not understand what was truly happening during the time. This vision was different from other visions which I encountered, where I see angels first before my soul depart from my body. In this vision, my soul departed from my body without seeing any angel. The chariot or scotch cart was ridden by 6 horses, and the horses were bigger than our earthly horses. They were shiny and some of them had wings. I could not understand whether the last set of horses had wings too. Even the chariot or the scotch cart was quite confusing too. I could not understand whether it really exists here on earth or not. The man was standing inside the chariot or scotch cart, wearing a shining and bright garment. The man was different from other virtue angels which were flying around his chariot. He had no wings, and he had a white garment designed like those worn by members of African Apostolic Church led by Paul Mwaja. When the man landed on the ground, the whole environment changed completely and became a new environment with an alluring color. The man then shouted on top of his voice, saying to me, "Thank you for preparing my journey well." I wonder how I had prepared this journey, which he thanked me of. The only thing I did was fasting for 3 days solid. Then the man instructed the virtue angels he had to safeguard my body, and one of the angels sat on top of my body. The man in the chariot or scotch cart was so lovely, and when he was around me, I felt a lot of fresh air. During the time, I felt stress-free and everything was calm. I felt complete rest, no hunger or any form of tiredness. Everyone wishes to be in that environment. And when I was in that environment, I wished to not come back on earthly life. I wished to live with the man forever. The man looked like a black Indian with long beard and hair. I could not understand whether the man was black or white. Then I concluded in my mind that the man looks like a black Indian. You cannot even describe his exact outlook. His skin was so bright, more than our earthly skins. I do not know what happens to these men of God, as sometimes their skin changes. I cannot describe, although he had long hair and beard like those of white people. I kept staring at him to discover his true identity. Then the man looked at me and said, I know you have not seen my real outlook before. It is me, Elijah, and I was sent by God to give you the heavenly word. Today, I showed you my real body so that you know exactly how I look, so that you will not be deceived by other spirits which can completely pretend to be me. He was right because I never seen his true identity before. Sometimes when these people of God come, they come in different forms, hiding their true identity. In this case, he came in his real body with a message from God. The heavens